Alright, are you ready to talk about my big problem with Bill Ward? Not got anything to do with his playing, which I really love. My problem is that Bill Ward is consistently overlooked when people talk about legendary drummers. Think about it. We hear endless praise for Ginger Baker, John Bonham, Neil Peart, and they deserve it. But Bill Ward, way too often, he's an afterthought. And that's crazy because he's one of the most creative, spirited, and downright swinging drummers in rock history. And I'm going to tell you why in this video he is overlooked so often. Stick around to hear all of my reasons. Now, let's talk about what a great drummer Bill Ward really was and is. Bill's beats are catchy. Of course, there's the legendary War Pig, and that opening groove isn't just a timekeeper, it's a hook. It grabs you, it makes you lean in, and it sets the stage for one of Sabbath's most epic tracks. So it's not just about beats, it's about feel. Bill had this jazzy swing that makes Sabbath feel light on its feet and thunderous at the same time. Listen to Hand of Doom. He's dancing around the rhythm, teasing the cymbals, pushing and pulling that jazz beat. It's subtle, but it's everything when it comes to the feeling of the track. Another thing that Ward has going for him is that he's never a drum machine. He was always super creative. He never let his beats or his fills become predictable. Even when the riffs were heavy as concrete, he was weaving in little fills, unexpected accents, playful rolls, and one perfect example of this is Sweet Leaf. That is a really thunderous, even ponderous riff, and yet Bill Ward's drums are just dancing around the riff the entire time, making the track really come alive in a way that no other metal band, to my knowledge, has ever been able to do. So that loose, alive, and human feel is what gives Sabbath an unpredictable and even dangerous edge. Another quality he has is spirit and heart, and when he plays live you can really see this, that Bill Ward is one of those drummers that kind of lives inside of his drum kit. Every snare hit, every ride pattern feels like a shout of joy or freedom or defiance. And when you watch old footage or even the footage from the Back to the Beginning show, you can see that he's not holding back. He's sweating, grinning, pushing the whole band forward, and that is extremely rare when it comes to a drummer who has been around as long as he has. Now, let's get into why he may be overlooked. Why isn't Bill Ward mentioned in the same breath as Bonham or Peart? So here's my take. First of all, Sabbath had two huge personalities. Ozzy Osbourne with his incredible wild charisma, and Tony Iommi with his steely, almost monolithic riffs and his onstage charisma. So people tend to focus on the riffs and the vocal hooks, and sometimes the drummer just kind of fades into the background, no matter how brilliant his playing actually is. Another aspect is that Bill's style is subtle compared to a big heavy hitter like John Bonham, but honestly that's all the more reason why we should celebrate Bill Ward. So my big problem with Bill Ward is that he doesn't get his due. If you go back, listen to the Sabbath catalog, you will hear a master at work. So my question to you is, why do you think Bill Ward is so often overlooked? And side question, what's your favorite Bill Ward moment on record or live? For me, there's so many to pick, I can't choose just one. I think that Bill Ward, one of the most influential and important drummers in the history of rock music, and to my mind, he is the most important metal drummer in history. This is what I think, but what really matters is what you think. So if you have an idea about this or any other topic connected to classic or contemporary music, please drop in the section below, and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.
Music Guru here, asking you to help us on our march to 10,000 subscribers.